welcome back. It is episode 4. We're giving up cleaning for the moment because there's still a bit of a smoke smell, but we are moving on to engine stuff. We got to pull this engine. Now I've been rather busy again and got the loom disconnected there, the rest of the interludes, as you know, all done, but gearbox is out and we have everything disconnected from what I can see. Let's have a cursory look here. Let's see, we still got fuel lines disconnected and oh, look at that. That is an earth cable. That would have definitely stopped the engine from coming out. So yeah, we'll get the earth cable disconnected and then we can pull this engine. And yeah, the plan is to pull the engine because I need to pop it in the garage here so I can do the timing, because I've got a week of rain coming and I've had 2 weeks of rain. So, you know, while the sun shines, make hay, as they say. So, or pull an engine. You know, whatever you got to do, get it done. So I've taken the rocker cover off, and as you can see, there is no sludge in this engine, which is fantastic news. It's just a little dirty there from obviously where the rocker cover, I haven't cleaned that spot, but I have those. But I thought I needed to quickly document exactly how clean this engine is. This thing must have really been maintained well, or been rebuilt recently, because that is seriously clean. I have not pulled apart a BMW engine that has been this clean. It's got no sludge in the head whatsoever. This is utterly crazy. Next thing is the chain is it's some movement, but probably what I'd consider normal, maybe. Whew. Right, it has been a few hours. I've managed to get some more stuff off the engine. So I've gone ahead and put the cover back on because I've been pulling the glow plugs out. They are extremely long, especially compared to like the M47 glow plugs. Come on, focus. And also the thread. Very, very weird, chunky thread. That's a bit concerning. They've all kind of got that, which is a bit weird. But hey, whatever. It came out and the thread inside looks fine though, so hey, we'll see about that. The next problem I'm having is 3 of these have stripped and 3 are fine, so that is stopping me from getting the damn clutch off. So yeah, just more fun. I don't know why those would go ahead and strip out. That's a first for me, so yay. So I suppose I'm going to take an angle grinder and cut like a groove in it and then use like a flat style bit or something, because I've tried hammering in bigger sized bits and stuff like that and nothing seems to take, so I'll just resort to just cutting a slot in it and using the flat bit instead and pray that works, because yeah, if it doesn't, then I've got to be fair, the flower wheel is getting thrown away anyway, so I could really just cut those bolts to the point where the head eventually snaps off. I could just go caveman on it and just keep the other 3 that do work actually holding the pressure plate on, so it doesn't spring off or, you know, cause any sort of damage to me. So yeah, I'll use the good bolts to hold it on and then just destroy the old ones. Plan of attack, there we go. That is my plan. Attack. Alright, I've made some progress. I have pulled off the clutch and flywheel. So I have just removed the timing cover off the back, and I need to pull this gasket off. Oof, come on. You can do a little gasket. Oof, there we go. Hey, how about that? So, what is going on with our guides? Well, I could tell this car definitely has not been opened up because the bolts had no witness marks on the back of the timing cover. But oddly enough, I mean, this chain obviously has no tensioner, so you know, can't tension that. But still, our original timing chain is still very, very tight and in very, very good condition, which is quite surprising. Well, I'll start dissecting this and we will then have a look at the condition of our guides once we can actually see more of them. So I'll start pulling all this apart and we'll go from there. Whew. Yeah, is all I can say right now. So I have gone and got the entire timing chain removed, so everything's all there in bits as you can see, and I've gone ahead and cleaned off the back, so everything's all ready for our new timing chain guides, etc. to all go back in place. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I've had quite a few setbacks, so very, very stoked. Got everything I need there, so we can go ahead, grab everything, pop it all in place, and follow the correct procedure to put it all back. I'm not going to go in depth on that, it's just a lot to do, and I will link a video below if you do want to. I've found his video quite informative, but watch the first video all the way through. Don't follow it as per, because he does skip a step, so just go ahead and be sure of that. But he did actually recommend the right timing tool, which is fantastic for actually setting the timing of the engine, which is an absolute must with BMWs. You don't just have some markings here and there where you can just put them on and away you go. This isn't a 2J or something. The BMW engines need to be precise, so yeah. So putting it back together. Welcome back everyone, you joined me carrying on with this huge adventure. Now, it has been a week and I have got my new torque wrench, which reads a lot lower, so I can actually torque the smaller bolts to spec. And you joined me midway through tightening everything up. So we've got the kit in place, blah blah blah. At the moment I just need to apply some Loctite to this bolt here and then torque it down to 60, if I remember correctly, Newton meters. I'll double check that when I do it. And then I am just going to go ahead and then, because I've just used the flywheel just to get TDC lockout sorted, so I got the cam and everything all in the right position, because this little gear here spins. So that is correct, it's all lined up when I had the tool in place. So yeah, other than that, everything is checking out. I'm just going to obviously pull this off, pull these bolts out quickly, and then just put a bit of Loctite in all of them as well, just so they're all properly snugged in and they're not going to work themselves loose. Last thing I want to deal with is bolts coming loose when we're busy driving the car, so yeah, precautionary measure, and I think they come with Loctite from factory. To be fair, I don't know if you're supposed to reuse these bolts, whether they're one-time stretch bolts, but I have not got new ones, so I'm reusing them and I'm putting a bit of blue Loctite on them, so that's my precautionary measure. Let's get to this. Okay, so we've got a few more things done and it is everything in time now and torqued up to spec, as well as the Loctite on all things, just as a little safety measure. So everything's all there, torqued up. Just got to remove this little guy and then ta-da! I've also pulled off and cleaned the entire sump, so that is 100% wonderful and clean, so we got no debris or anything in there. I just noticed there was obviously, you know, remnants of old oil just sitting in the pan. It was kind of just caked on a bit, and I don't want any of those chunks or whatever just to dislodge, and yeah. We're just going for an overall clean bill of health here, because obviously one of those little bits, if they become sludgy, they will very quickly get here and clog up this little spray nozzle, which essentially obviously lubricates the entire timing assembly here. So yeah, make sure your oil changes are very frequent on these engines. 8,000 miles every year, etc. Because yeah, the last thing you want is that tiny little oil squirter there clogging up and becoming the main source that your timing chain guides and things wear a lot quicker because of oil starvation. So yeah, make sure it's clean. Change your oil frequently. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I think what I'll do is I'll pull a little oil squirter off as well, just to make sure it's cleaned. Unfortunately, this kit didn't come with a new oil squirter, some do, so I'll take this little thing off quick, clean it, make sure it's good. If it's not, I'll order another one, but let's hope so. Let's get it cleaned so we can see. So what I've been doing here is just putting in the new crank seal. Got the old one here. It's still like supple enough to the point where you wouldn't expect it to leak or anything, but it's one of those things. While I'm here, I am changing it out because of the peace of mind. So just pop the new one in, place it on top of the old jacket of mine, as you can see, and then just lightly just tapped around the edge so I could get it to seat nice and perfectly flat. Just take your time, don't wail on it, just everything sits nice and flush. And what I'll do, I've obviously also cleaned the rear timing cover as well, just in these little bits here and there. You've got just little like old bits of oil that would sit there. So again, I want to just make sure everything's clean for this engine, so nothing at all can be a problem. Good news is that little oil squirter itself, good and clean, get some brake clean through it, and yeah, it definitely pushes a large volume through, so great. Now I'm going to obviously lube that up, put the necessary silicone in the little spots like here, there, there, and there. Just these little tight little pinch points, obviously with our new sump gasket as a hold on there. So I'll get the timing cover on, get the sump on, and then start reassembling the rest of this engine. So now that we're done with the timing, we can get on with that. Well, I thought I should film some progress because I've been cracking on for a few hours here now, and it's starting to look more like a completed engine. So I've got obviously the injectors and the plumbing for the injectors all up. I just need to tighten down that little guy over there. Intake's on. I'm just busy routing all the cabling right now, so yeah, just getting all those in place. Just got all the millions of little bolts and screws and things that hold all these little brackets in and everything else. So yeah, it's getting there. We've also got the two connectors here which run to the ECU itself, so it's rather nice. I should have pulled the whole engine out without taking all this off to begin with, but hey, you live and you learn. I don't think I want to be pulling an engine out of this car again very soon, but I will keep in mind for any future BMWs, just disconnect the wiring harness and make the whole thing, you know, plugs and all. Yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, I suppose I'll crack on and keep you updated. Well, I'm gonna call it a day here and probably end off this video here. Keep it short, keep it sweet, and we'll carry on with the next one soon. But just to leave you guys with a little peek, the engine is pretty much all assembled now. I've got the rest of the hoses, wiring harness, etc. all in place. So yeah, we're getting somewhere with it. I just need to obviously pop on the flywheel and the new clutch, and then we can go ahead and shove it back in and start connecting things up. I also, if you don't remember from the first episode, I think it was, when I bought the new EGR cooler on eBay, it did arrive. And good news is, as you can see, the little flap does indeed turn. Fantastic, unlike its predecessor over there, which didn't do it. Ooh, there we go. So I'll obviously get that all fitted up when we pop this sucker back in the car. So join me next time when we can pop this engine back in, and hopefully I have changed the timing chain correctly and I don't blow this engine up, because that will suck. So, you guys know what to do. Drop the video a like and comment below if this kind of video is something you're interested in. Yeah, I might give, you know, changing timing chains on cars a bit more of a try if this one goes well. So, you guys stay awesome, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.